Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Kaiserreich as Iran. Let us continue on for the last left off. So, hopefully this episode we'll be able to get ourselves involved in the war against the Ottoman Empire, because Egypt is founding the Cairo Pact now, which basically puts a time limit at about, I would say, half a year at most until we're actually engaged in open warfare. We'll join a faction if we can, of course, because again, Iran almost never joins the faction from what I can actually tell. Okay, so they've made the faction, but again, there's nobody here to actually join it. Yeah, Mozambique Bush War. So I think that actually does mean that there's now a war on every single continent. So I guess we've done it. You formed a faction. But you are just by yourself. Like, I've noticed that I didn't get an invitation, and I can't actually join through here, so I don't know what's really up with that, to be quite honest with you. Support Idris. Support the Arab rebels, destroy the Ottoman Empire. All those things are quite nice. And we are getting close to war. I'm just thinking, like, do I send over a single division into to here, try to capture the capital, and hopefully we'll just everybody will be at peace. By everybody be at peace, I mean have this guy win the war so that we can actually have a more united front. Jabal, just die. That's all I'm saying. It's just figure out that you've been defeated and unify to crush the Ottoman Empire. That's all I want. All I want. That, and also an interwar artillery upgrade. We want that as well. We do have about 3 divisions with some artillery in them, which is not bad. And we're gonna be just over a year until we have enough rifles for all of our new divisions. But that's still increasing ever so slightly in production. We should be also getting a another military factory soon-ish. November? Okay, I mean that's not soon. But we might also be able to capture some factories from the Ottoman Empire, which would be nice. You're doing some administration reforms, but I feel like that's a little bit too late for you guys to make your reforms now. You take Vaughn. I mean, it's pretty obvious like where most of our troops are going to go. You have a cavalry division down here. It would be nice to take over these regions. So basically, you're going to go here to Kuwait. You're going to rush here. You're going to rush here. You're going to take these areas. Cavalry division, take Baghdad. Just try to cut off southern Iraq from the Ottoman Empire. It'll shrink our line down significantly, which is nice. Okay, Jabal Shamar will hopefully just be dead soon. Take this city. They only have like 3 cities left. And once they lose all those cities, we should be pretty good to go. I mean, you could still go to war with the Bulgarians as well. Like, that is a possibility. Greece did not join the Belgrade Pact. That probably gives Bulgaria a much stronger position than they normally would have. Unless, of course, Greece joins at some point after the war has begun. We do want Bulgaria, if they can be an ally in the north, that would be nice for us, for sure. And Nejd has almost won their war. Also, yeah, if you can take over Tripolitania as well, because that's going to make the front line that the Egyptian AI has to deal with shorter. Some imperial reforms. 50% stability would put us up to 80, which is quite nice. Let's go for... I mean, we're still taking a 50% penalty for manpower, but I don't think manpower is an issue. Let's go for the research speed for now. You're going to do war resistance. What does that give you? Just a little bit of war support. Kind of boring, but that's okay. I think you're really doing too much. So Serbia's going to war on Bulgaria. Will the Greeks join the faction? Or are they going to just kind of do nothing? I mean, we want the Greeks to do nothing. We want Bulgaria to be strong and try to offer some counterbalance to the Ottomans in any way, shape, or form that they actually possibly can. And it already looks like... No, it's probably just going to be a little bit of stalemate for now. I mean, the border with Romania is just a giant river. which does make things a little bit more complicated. The Princely Federation is going to get completely destroyed, which, like, might be good for us. I'm actually just not too sure whether it's good or bad. Because, I mean, it's probably better for us than nothing. Again, we probably want to take Baluchistan at some point if we can. Take Afghanistan, take Baluchistan, or even like most of modern-day Pakistan. Take that off of the Dominion. And we should be in a pretty good position at that point on. We do need more steel, which actually makes sense. We're not importing any more from the Americans because I'm pretty sure they're probably just going to die very soon. Yeah, MacArthur is very much, you know, he's not having a great game right now. The CSA is also having a pretty bad game. American USA is doing okay. The Pacific States are also doing pretty well. But they're always doing pretty well just because the Pacific States, they just got to move into the West. And the West is mostly empty. So they can usually just take over a large chunk of territory for very little loss. They have put troops in Basra, though, which is unfortunate. But one cavalry division can still take Baghdad. And now you're supporting Arab rebels. I'm not too sure if the Idris has failed or not. I mean, we'll see. At some point, it'll be like, you know, Tripolitania has joined up with the Cairo Pact. If that pops up, fantastic. If it doesn't, it sucks. What can you do? I mean, Yemen's going to join us. People in the middle of the country here are going to join us. Like, we're going to be in a decent spot. Political, get rid of this. We're never going to take the option to get party support higher, because most of the time it doesn't really matter. We could go for March mobilization, which we're going to absolutely do. And now, we don't want to change our export focus. I think it's fine as is. But for research, seeing it as is, it's still 1937. We could go for just we don't even have support equipment itself. Research, you know, let's at least research support equipment. Seems like an okay place for us to start. I'm wondering what the AI is going to do, because you're going to invade. Hopefully in like 50 days, roughly. So yeah, just about the end of the year. And Nepal is declared war in the Dominion of India. 2 to 10 divisions, 5 to 33. That's really bad for the Dominion of India, because the AI loves to sacrifice hundreds and hundreds of thousands of men into the Nepalese mountains. It's good for us, because India is going to eat some shit. But for India itself, probably not the wisest move. Because the AI doesn't really know how to essentially like trick the AI to kind of defeating itself. Because if you were just like to abandon, let's say, this part of the front, Nepal would just flood troops in, and then you could just easily walk in and take their cities when all their AI, well, all their troops are basically nowhere to be seen. It works out pretty well. Let us go for the extensive service. We can't do it right now because we don't have more than 50% war support. Do you know what? We don't want to do this. Because if we do this, we're going to have another event that's basically people being very, very mad at us. So at least wait until we're at war. Once we're at war, then we can do it basically for free. Okay, so there's the Venetian Revolt. You're now going to destroy the Ottoman Empire, which is fantastic. And they're going to pull troops off of our border because they want to fight the Cairo Pact. And the AI does not know that I intend to also invade them. It's kind of bad in the sense that we probably won't be able to easily close off these borders. But if we rush our way towards Ankara and Constantinople, we might be able to get something to work there. Bulgaria is also having, even without the Greeks being involved, Bulgaria is having a bad time as well, which is kind of sucky for us. So to get you guys together. There's some troops in Basra. How many troops do they have in total? 16 to 63. The Ottoman Empire knows. They are prepared for a war. Hopefully, how many troops do you have? 5 to 11? You have 2 to 10. You have I mean, we're going to be outnumbered for sure. But every single time you fight the Cairo Pact, or you fight the Ottoman Empire as a Cairo Pact, you're going to be outnumbered. At least a little bit. Because you can cleanse heresy. You've now declared war. That means that allows us to attack them as well. We got war in the desert. And I think... I'm trying to think, like, what time do we want to strike? We got rebellion in Yemen, which means they're going to be at war with the Ottomans soon as well. I think we just go for it now. Yeah, then you gotta take a handful of these victories, which is a handful of these cities, I should say. Now, so get these guys going. You go straight into Baghdad. Split, split. All of you guys move in, take Van. And hopefully the Saudis join soon. Tripoli, okay, so Tripoli did not end up winning the war. We'll get the war support from propaganda. We've taken over you. You guys are all moving into this territory. Move, move. Move and move. Is Baghdad one of these? Yes, it is. We get war support. We've won victories already in 2 locations. We can actually probably cut these guys from Basra off from supplies, maybe. And take Mosul. You guys take these cities down to the south. And you still have not actually joined the war. I'm not too sure what it's going to take for you to join the war. Okay, Yemen joined the Cairo Pact, and they've declared war on them. You know, that is what it is. You're retreating. Because I don't remember how we... I mean, what else we gotta take? We gotta take these cities over here. Like, some of these are mostly gonna fall to the Egyptians. Or at least, you know, that's the idea. Maybe one of these 3 areas will be empty. Like, that'd be the dream. And they are. You fight this guy. You go here. Abandon this north area for now. Because while it's important, it's not the most important. Because you guys still at least have a port here. Once we get this cutoff going, any troops in this little pocket are going to be without supplies, without Basra. We don't want you. We want probably a land reform. We don't have enough army experience for that though yet. Let's get research speed. You still have not joined the war. For some reason. You guys go here. Capture this location. Again, you are all now going to be stuck in here without supplies. And now you've declared your independence as well, which is nice. We can claim victory in Mosul. We're just kind of trying to grind the Ottomans down as much as we possibly can, but I've now actually gotten myself surrounded instead. Which is unfortunate. Can you just join the war? Please and thank you. But you guys have no supplies. But they did abandon Basra because they're fools. I mean, the plan still somewhat is working. Like, we're losing some territory to the north for sure. But that is, you know, that just is what it is. Yeah, Damocles project. Not really what we care about too much at the moment. We need more troops here. We got some Imperial Court reforms. You have finally decided to join the war after, you know, months. It's probably been like weeks, but still. Political power gain plus 0.2. Not that important. Going for an extra research. No, let's get more steel and more 2 civilian factories. That's going to be probably more important, I think, actually. Yeah, you guys are moving into here. I want to claim victory in Basra, though. Like, really? Saudi Arabia took it just because their units are faster? Yeah, you guys go here. I don't know if you're on this front, but I want you on this front. You move here. You move here. You go here. You go up there. I am losing a little bit of territory. But it's honestly not that bad. I don't want to give you military access. You don't need to be down here. Go to the furthest up north point that you can get. Yeah, so you fight here. You fight here. I'm sure once you're in this area, you're going to be able to combat. You do something like this. I mean, there's a lot of men over here. You did take back Mosul. Which is a shame. Like, I just want this little pocket to be cleaned up. Not that they can really escape at all. But still. Like, I want you dead. Taking a little bit longer than I would like. Motorized. I mean, we have a ton of oil. Let's get walkie-talkies for 1. And then for 2, let's get improved infantry equipment 1. What else do we need to take? We got these 2 cities over here. You're doing pretty well. And hopefully take Damascus soon. Never mind, you just immediately capitulated. Which is less than ideal, I would say. You move up to this front, please and thank you. Like, once we clean up this small pocket. We want to get the encirclement penalty. Yeah, so you fight here. This guy will be defeated in just a moment. Yes, now you're going to move up to the front. But not against the Saudi Arabia. That is not important. If you're on this front, you're on that front, please and thank you. Delete this, move here. Move to this city, because that's actually going to get them encircled, because they're idiots. You move up to the north. Once you take here, you can probably push in this guy. We got more troops arriving, which is nice. Getting these men to the front lines is important. The Ottoman Empire is doing better than I would have liked. I mean, Egypt's at least pushed their way past the Suez Canal. That's not saying too much. Yes, now all of you move up to the front lines. You know, to where the actual battle is. When are you going to be there? You're going to be there in 4 days. We'll be there in 2 days. So we'll be there first. The front line is just very large, isn't it? Which is a real shame. How is Saudi Arabia losing as much land? I don't understand. They lost 14,000 men. I've killed almost every single Ottoman troop that's died so far. Which is just embarrassing. Yes, please make your way up here. I would like to get some surrounds here. You fight this guy just so we can hopefully take that city from them. Like, I can take some casualties. It's not that bad. I mean, we still have Damascus. I mean, Egypt's pushed their way up to the Sinai Peninsula. They're about to enter into Palestine. Where are you going? You're going up here? Like, I would like to get this round on to you. Go to this city, please. We can hopefully free this one Saudi Arabian troop. I'm worried about losing some territory here, though. What if you were to march your way up to here? Do something like that? You really just surrounded my infantry division, didn't you? You surrounded both my infantry divisions! You son of a... How did you do this? How dare you? Yeah, take this city, get the encirclement, please. How do I get you assholes out of here? We can do something like this. They did take back Mosul. Got some more steel. We got 2 more industry. Let's get mandatory service now. But how are you idiots doing so poorly? I don't understand. We got a handful of troops there. Can I ever even let you escape? Yeah, 59. Do last stand just for the defense boost. Can I upgrade any of my generals right now? The answer is no. But no, you go here. Free this one division. They've almost taken back Baghdad. Which is a real shame. Okay, so we freed you back up. You need to fight this guy. This has been cleaned up now. Get to where you need to be. God, they did it. I hate the Ottomans. When are you going to be leaving? You're going to be leaving in 4 days? So, not going great, I will admit. Can't do this. We don't control Mosul, which is really bad. You go here. Gain a stability boost. When are you leaving again? You'll be leaving in 1 day. I mean, I could try to send a cavalry division to do some sneaky maneuvers. And now you stop moving. Because you know, I need military access through you. That should at least supply these guys up again. So thank you, Saudi Arabia, for actually helping me out. Like, I am getting supplies through here now. Beautiful. Mosul. We still got some problems there. This guy's collapsed a second time, and Cairo's been taken, which is unfortunate. I mean, how close are you? 88%, you capitulate 0. The Caucasus crisis. Let's not worry about that. Then do you here, and then you go here. Then do you one province forward? Okay, so we've repositioned these troops to be somewhere a little bit better. Why are you leaving? Like, I understand why you're leaving, but, like, don't. Okay, you're actually surrounded, technically. But the Ottomans have troops down here as well. What is wrong with all of you? But I do think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching my Anthem. If you enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, click some down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.